transmedia storytelling.
Welcome to the online version of your course. In this video, you're going to learn what's expected of you in the first week of this online course. I guess I'd just like to show you real quick. There's my farm, and there's the goose coops I made. You'll probably hear the geese. You might be able to see the chickens. They're way out there, but they'll come up closer. Maybe you'll see them later. So I know we never expected this to have our course turn into an online course, but that doesn't mean that you're not going to get just as much out of it or have just as good a learning experience. We're just shifting things to online. So I wouldn't worry about it. I've taught hybrid courses before and online courses, and I think they're just as valuable as face-to-face courses. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over the new expectations for the class, some of the changes I've had to make to the assignments, particularly the Transmedia teach, the smartenings, the learning journals, and a few changes that I made to the big project. The first thing that we'll look at is the Transmedia tasks and go over a few of them, a few of the changes that I've made. So I'm going to scroll to the tasks and you can see, well, our smartenings are over. They were 10% of the grade. Quizzes and homework, again, 10%. We're not going to have any of those anymore. But we're going to have a new version of smartenings, so they'll count for 20% overall of your grade. But this new version for the last part of class is going to count for 10%. You do 2 a week, and you'll see on the calendar how that's changed. There will be learning journals, and the learning journals have instructions and about how to format them and kind of a template for how to fill them out. And they just go over what you've learned for the week and how you may apply it in the future outside of class. Finally, the Transmedia teaching, that's what we'll be getting into in just a moment, and I'll talk about how that's changed. But first, let's just go into the learning journals. Okay, the next thing we're going to discuss are the learning journals. And the learning journals, you'll email them to me. There's a template here for them. They're due Saturdays by 11:59 p.m. And just follow these instructions. Again, a few things I want to point out is that you're going to be citing things from the readings that struck you as really important. We're trying to, get you to just articulate some of the concepts, make sure you understand the concepts, think about how the learning journals relating to the objectives of the course and how you might be able to use them, in your future classes or even in jobs in the future. Okay, I've gone back to the tasks page, and I'd like to show you some of the changes to Transmedia Teachie. So for those of you who haven't done a Transmedia Teachie, the gist of what you'll be doing is you will be leading the course in the smartening for the day that you are giving your Transmedia Teachie. So you'll write the smartening questions, and you'll also assess them. Now I've created a new lesson plan, and you'll notice in the new lesson plan that you won't be doing any direct instruction or planning anything, just because I'm not sure where we are with as far as overall our internet connections, how our days are maybe more busy, or we won't be able to meet at the same time that we would in class. So things have changed, now they're up in the air, and that's what's a good thing about online courses is you can kind of do things a little bit differently, and you have a little bit more time to write and think about things. So you'll notice when you go to the new lesson plan template that there's a thing called infographic. So you'll read those, and I'll talk to you more in detail about it because I'm going to meet with you the week before you do give your U-Teach or Transmedia Teach with the leading the smartenings. And then we'll talk about how to make the infographic, but the instructions are in the lesson plan template. So. We're not going to go over it right now because it's in the first smartening, but I encourage you to take a look at the Tell Your Story assignment and see how that's changed. There are 3 parts to it now. We won't be having the presentation. That's kind of the gist of it. Everything else should be able to be accomplished during our hiatus from face-to-face interaction. Now I'm going to go ahead and move over to the schedule, and this is where you're going to find links to everything that you need to accomplish for the course. And if you scroll down, you'll see that I've got instructions for the course, and this is where the videos are going to be posted. I'll be posting new ones each week, and you'll get to see what I'm expecting you to do and also hear about my thoughts on how the course is progressing. You'll notice that I've got the readings here still accessible and the smartenings that you can click on. Finally, video chats. So I'll show you how to access these, but the video chats are the times that I'll be available online where we can meet virtually face-to-face. Of course, you can access me or reach me through email, and if these times aren't working and you have other needs or want to ask questions in person, I'll give you my cell phone number, and then we can figure out FaceTime or some other interface to use. But I'll go ahead and click on the vid chat link, and you can see that it takes you to the video chat. You'll type in your name. I'll be Alaska again, and then you enter the room, and it won't look quite like it's supposed to look because I won't be there, but you'll see my image and I'll give you access to open the video. Now right here you can open it in browser and open an application. That's up to you. If you open it in the application, it's not as wonky, it works a lot better, but again, if you just want to use the browser version, you certainly can. Ta-da! There are a few other things I want to mention. The first one is I will catch you. I'm here to help you, and I don't want you to feel like you don't have help. There are a number of ways to contact me. At the same time, I want to just kind of emphasize that this is a process, and the course is going to run by us. It relies on you too. So I'm expecting you guys to make sure that you're doing the smartenings, the learning journals, and discussing things with each other. So instead of having classroom discussions, we're going to have our discussions online. I will give you up to 3 points extra credit, a point for each time that you respond to someone in a discussion, in our discussion forum, the smartenings. So each time that you respond to someone's smartening in about 50 to 100 words, I'll give you an extra credit point. You can earn up to 3, so do it about 3 times per week and you'll get those extra credit points piling in. And they're due Friday by 11:59 p.m. Any extra credit you want to get for those discussion forums, those smartening forums. I look forward to seeing you this week, and you'll get another video next week. Take care and stay safe.